I think we're past the height of the hype curve, right? But I'm going to ask each of you to talk about, or a few of you to talk about, what does that mean today? Like, what are you doing and putting in place today that is actually taking advantage of the powers of generative AI and even machine learning and what have you? So, Kate, I'll start with you on this one.
Sure, and I hone in on the word burnout in our title of our program as a physician. Burnout is real. It's real for everyone. We're really seeing it a lot in our healthcare providers. There are a lot of reasons why the burnout happened. People point to the pandemic, and certainly that was absolutely a role. But a lot of the burnout is from burden that's been put on the providers to respond to health plans' requests, to make sure that those gaps are closed, that sort of thing. And then also the EHR put on a lot of administrative burden on the providers. What excites me the most about what we're doing is we've just launched a tool that reduces that 1 hour look through a chart to find out what you're finding, because these machine learning models can be trained to help you seek what you're finding and say it's on page 12 here. And again, with human supervision, right? We always talk about that, but there are a lot of great advances that we're making around really consolidating that dive through the needle in the haystack that can be the patient chart.
And it's all about analytics, right? If we think about the very beginning of the drug development cycle, just the early discovery, the amount of data that we have access to now is just unprecedented. And the fact that we have unparalleled processing power now with artificial intelligence, we can do some really, really interesting things to expedite the early stages of early drug development by having various types of RWD, whether it's from your EHR combining with clinical genomic databases. You can just slash the time it takes to build new drugs, to identify those new molecules.
What we're trying to do from a pharmacy management perspective is to really be able to to leverage tools like AI and bring that intervention proactively to the patient based on social determinants of health, financial considerations, contraindications, comorbidities, things like this. Yep.
Our mission is to empower clinicians and also ensure patient safety. And so we can bring that in at the simplistic level first. And that's what we do with the Vigilant suite of products. We do rule-based AI. And so with that, we are able to allow clinicians to have that critical information and data at their fingertips, and we push it to them. And so they are not spending hours and hours mining the charts. They are not printing out stale and outdated information about their patients. They're able to operate in a manner where they can go through all of their patients in that set time and their shift, and they can feel comfortable that they've been able to do the best type of care. So Kate mentioned the burnout aspect of it. So when I was at the bedside and I would go home, I would just stew over, did I see all of my patients? Did I do the best that I could? And it would keep me awake at night. And I know that with AI and with the tools that we have today, we can alleviate that. I can guarantee that you had that opportunity, that you were able to see all of those labs, that you were able to hit all of your patients in a timely fashion. And we've seen this, from the SaaS too. We see that when implementing our tools, we've had pharmacists who went from taking 14 hours to respond to a critical alert to going all the way down to 4 hours. So reducing that time. Again, that patient safety, that clinician empowerment, it's really powerful, and that's just skimming the surface. So rule-based AI is, at the beginnings, but it allows for that level of trust and adoption of this type of technology, and then we can build from there. So we can get into the natural language processing, the machine learning, those risk stratifications and the like. But you do these slow steps, and it can make magnitudes of change.